Hello, and welcome to Grundy Tech Byte. In today's Tech Byte, we are discussing the BBC microbit. This BBC microbit is a pocket-sized computer that introduces you to how software and hardware work together. It has an LED light display, buttons, sensors, many inputs and output features that will allow the user to interact with their world. We suggest that new users go to www.microbit.org/get-started to begin their journey with using a microbit. At Grundy Library, we have a microbit kit that has a microbit, it has a battery pack, it has a USB cable, it has some alligator clips and 2 AA batteries. This kit allows you to take advantage of the many projects available on microbit.org and codeclub.org. These projects use MakeCode, Python, and Scratch coding and cover topics like computational thinking, digital arts, networks, programming, design, technology, music, and more. For those of you in a classroom, microbits are surprisingly affordable and can allow students to work by themselves or collaboratively. As microbits can be programmed to respond to other microbits, it can also be programmed to be random or measured based on what the students code. These lessons are leveled from beginner to advanced, which allows educators to choose a lesson or set of lessons that correspond with the technical proficiency of their group of students. But it also allows students the chance to challenge themselves. If one lesson is too easy, they can easily change to a more advanced lesson on their own or within their group. Again, we're back at microbit.org and get started first steps. So once you have the microbit at home, you're going to come to this page and you're going to learn a little bit more. So the first thing is that they have a great setup that goes through each one of these various options that you can use during your project. They have wonderful videos. They have so many videos on YouTube and here. So you can really enjoy yourself as you're doing these great videos. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to go back up to the top of the page. And once you've gotten all this set up, you understand how it works, we're going to go to projects. So they have 2 different types of projects. They have Make It, Code It, or they have Do Your Bit. So these are more socially conscious, environmentally conscious videos. And these are all sorts of different coding projects that the students can do that are really fun. So we're going to click on Make It, Code It. And as you can see, they have the levels at the top. So you can click on just beginner ones. You can do it intermediate or advanced. They also have other projects that are on other websites. So feel free to explore and really see what's out there. Over on the left-hand side, they have additional filters that go through whether or not you want to use MakeCode or Python or Scratch or cover different types of topics. So the one we're going to go to is this animated animals. So once I click on it, it has all the different steps, and at the top it tells you it is a beginner. It is for MakeCode or Python. It uses the LED display, and it's covering iteration and sequencing. So the very first thing is Make It. So what is it trying to do? So we're putting an animal on the microbit display, and it's going to show you that it's starting with a duck. And what you need is you need your microbit, you need the Make Code, which is right here below in step 2. You can use your battery pack, or you can just hook up your microbit to your computer and it'll power up that way. So in MakeCode, we're going to actually launch open in MakeCode because you're going to be able to see that even if your students don't have a microbit in front of them, so if they're doing group work, it actually has it so that way you can see the sample of what you're creating over here on your left-hand side once the project loads. So we have our fake microbit right over here, our digital version. Not fake, it's the real one, it's just digital. And then we have our script and code over here, and you can change it between blocks or JavaScript. And then one of the nice things is if you do have the microbit right here, then you can plug in your USB cord and connect it to your microbit. So they have a little port for that. So I'm going to connect it. And I'm going to plug it into my machine. So that way I have it, it's all hooked up. So now it's going to know and be one of my connected devices. So now I have made the code my own. As you can see, it's showing up over here on our virtual microbit. And now I'm going to do the download. So I'm going to download it. And because it found my microbit and it's all plugged in, now when I download it, it's going to download to the microbit I have right here. So my download is complete. I have it as a hex file. And as you can see, it's copied over and it is now playing my code. So that's how easy it is to get started. I hope you like this lesson and I hope you advance all the way to the advanced section of lessons or come up with something entirely new.
Welcome to the BBC Microbit Wrap-Up. The microbit works for students in grades 1st through 12th. It is a pocket-sized computer that introduces students to how hardware and software interact. It has an LED light display, buttons, sensors, and many input-output features. Grundy Library's kit includes a microbit, a battery pack, USB cable, 5 alligator clips, and 2 AA batteries. The website www.microbit.org contains starter projects from beginner to advanced. Subjects include computational thinking, digital arts, networks, programming, design and technology, and music. And the code for these programs includes MakeCode, Python, Blockly, and JavaScript.